So we are going to do the program of heap sort. So let's discuss it. First of all, we'll write main function, or we can write a comment that it is a program for heap sort. Heap sort. Okay. Then we'll be starting from header files. So I'll write hash include iostream.h, and then I'll write hash include conio.h. Okay, then I'll start with the main function, and inside main function I'll declare clear screen and get ch. And the compound statements that are this. Okay, let me indent this one and this one also. So I'll write the code in between these two functions. So first I will declare my array, because our problem is to sort by using heap sort. Okay, so I'll declare my array, that is ARR, my array. It could be of any length. I'm declaring it statically. You can do that by giving dynamic values. So this is not a max heap. We can see that because there is 13 element inside it. So we'll make it a max heap, then or we can make it a min heap and then sort the elements. If we want to sort the elements in ascending order, then we'll make it a min heap. Otherwise we'll make it a max heap. Okay, so let's see what we are going to do today. Okay, then let's start. So first of all, we'll calculate the size of this array. So that is int n, and then we have written equals to size of the whole array, divide by size of operator and of only a single element. That will return us how many number of elements are there in an array. Okay, so next step is we'll call heap sort here. We'll call heap sort for our array, and we'll tell the heap sort that this many number of elements are there in the array. Now we'll display our message that says sorted array is, and put a slash n. And here we'll use print function, or we can directly print our array. Okay, so I'll use a print array function. Then I'll write ARR and pass the size to print the array till this size. So this is our main function. We can say our main portion here is the heap sort. Heap sort. Okay. Now, so we have called heap sort. We need to define it. So I'll define it here. Okay, let's define it. So I'll write it void, then heap sort name of the function. You can name it anything, but it is the appropriate name. Then we'll declare an array. Declare the array. After declaring the array, we'll take the size, and these are the two arguments that we have passed in our main function, and so we have declared those. Now we'll call build max heap here. I'm going to write a comment here. Build heap. Okay, we are going to build heap here inside. We'll not call a separate function for build heap. So we'll rearrange array in the form of a max heap or a min heap. Okay, so for that we need to call it from the known leaf node down to the 1. If we are starting the elements from 0 index, then we'll make it heap till the last element from to the 0. Okay, so how can we calculate the number of known leaf nodes? That is n by 2. So we'll write int I is equals to n divide by 2, and we'll subtract 1 out of it, and then we can write I greater than equals to 0, and we'll write I minus minus. Sorry. So we'll start from because we are taking its floor value, that's why we have written -1. So that's what we are going to do. So now inside this for loop, we are going to call another function that is called ep5. ep5 ep5 will be called here for the same array and same size, but for index I, that is starting from n by 2, and then next time it will be n by 2 minus 1, then n by 2 minus 2, and so on up to 0. So we'll call max ep5. Okay, we'll do one more thing after calling this heap. After calling this heap, after calling this array and making it a heap, after making it a heap, we'll extract element one by one from the top of the heap or the bottom, or from the top of the heap. Yes. So either it is a max heap or a min heap, we'll extract element one by one. Okay, I'm going to write a command. One by one extract. That is the application of max heap. This is called priority queue. Because we already know that maximum element have maximum priority in the max heap, so it is at the top position, so we'll extract it. So one by one we will extract the element from heap. Okay, so how can we extract that? We'll write for loop here again, and sorry, we'll take the same variable I. You can use a different variable as well, that doesn't matter. So I'll write it as, because we did in the for loop, so I have to declare it again. So I'll write n minus 1 to I should be greater than 0, because 0th element will be sorted automatically, so we need not to sort it. So I'll write I minus minus. So this is how we do the heap sort, and here we can use our function. We need to swap actually the elements, so I'll swap the elements. So I'll write swap, and for what values do I need to swap? So we'll swap it for the first element and then for the last uh, element. Last element. Why last element here? Because we are starting the loop from n minus 1. That is the size of, if there are 5 characters and we are starting from 0, that the last element will be n minus 1. Okay. So first and last will get swapped, and after that we'll call heapify again to make it a heap. We need to make this again a heap, because, and this will get reduced one by one. Okay, so first it will be last element, then it will be last minus 1, then it will be last minus 2 after swapping. Okay, so heapify will be called again, because this is not a heap now, because 0 is being replaced with the last element. 0 is being replaced with the last element, so it's not a heap. We'll call heapify again for the first element, that is 0. We'll call heapify again, that would be max heapify or min heapify. That will decide in the heapify procedure itself. So here we'll write for the last element. Okay, so size is I now. Size is I. Whatever is I here, that will be the size of heapify procedure. Okay, so I'll end this for loop and this heap function. Now we need to define two more functions that are, okay, let me write address of here also, and two more functions that are swap and heapify and print array also. Okay, so we'll go to the heapify procedure. We'll go to the heapify procedure now. So let's write it. So I'm going to write it void heapify I'll pass int this array and declare it here, and then I'll take this size of n that is given in the bottom, and then I'll do it for which node, ith node. Okay, then I'll write the compound statements, and this is just your algorithm. So here we need to write the algorithm of heapify. So so we'll write largest. This means we are going to do the max heap now. Okay, if largest equals to I have appointed that largest is equals to I've assumed that largest is equals to I. Then I'll find out the left children. That is nothing but in case we are starting from 0, that will be left children will be 2 into I plus 1 if we are starting from 0. And if we are starting from 1, then it will be 2I. And what is the right child then? The right child of I will be 2 into I plus 2. So that is the right child. That is the right child. Now in next step, we'll check if right child is larger than root node or not. So we'll compare root node with the left children. So we'll check if left is less than heap size, that is n, that we can see here, heap size is n, and means that both conditions have to be followed. Then we'll write ARR of L, that is our left child, if it is greater than root node, and root node is being stored in largest. So we'll write largest. If it is in largest, then what will happen? What should happen there? So a largest should get changed. Largest should get changed and get replaced with R. So we are just changing the index at this point. We are not changing the actual elements. just the index. So at this index, we know the largest is there. Then same thing we need to do it for the right children. So we'll do if right is less than n and ARR of R right child is greater than newly formed or earlier largest, whichever is largest. Okay, largest. If it is less than this, then there will be new largest. There will be new largest. There will be new largest, and that will be R. So just the index. We are just changing the index. Now, after changing the indexes, if we are our largest is still not I, largest is not equals to I, then we'll do something, that is we'll swap A of I with A of largest. So if it is not still, now at this point we will swap these. So we'll write swap okay. Here we need to write I L. I have written I. Okay, so that is L is less than N and A of L is greater than largest. Okay. Now largest is still not equals to I, so we'll swap largest and I. Whatever element is there at ith position will get swapped with the element at largest position. So we'll call swap again here, and because these are the elements of array, so they need to be passed with address of operator. Okay, after swapping, we still know that this again heapify could be called because it could not be a heap. Heapify and will apply ARR on n and largest. So that is the exit condition of the recursion. So recursion is being used here. So that's where we end our if and our function for heapify. So this is our heapify function. Now we'll create a swap function. So what is our swap function again? So we'll write void. Okay, we'll write void swap and we'll take int star a, int star b, that is a asterisk sign or pointer that can hold the address. So right here int t equals to the value at a, then whatever is the value at a will be replaced with the value at b, and then at b we can put t. Okay, so this is our program, and what else? Okay, we need to define a print array as well. So I'll write here void print arr ay array, and I'll declare this array, and after declaring I'll write int size. Then we'll take I for the loop execution variable I, and okay, we can take that in for loop as well. For int I equals to 0, then We'll go with I less than size, then I plus plus, and we'll have only one statement in it, that is ARR of I. We'll need to print this one, and we'll put some spaces in each digit, and then we can display a new line if we need. So that is our print array function. Now let's see if it works or not. So this is our program, and we are going to compile it now. So let's compile it. We can see there is no error in it, and we can run it now. And we can see our elements are sorted. And we have made a max heap, and we can make few changes in it to make it a min heap. So that will be all for today. Thank you.